It's Theresa of Larkin Design, and I'm here today. I'm kind of starting something new, although it's not new to me. I've been doing art journaling, or I have done art journaling in the past, and enjoy watching things come about, the process of seeing things come about on the page through artistic mediums or media. And so I thought I would maybe start to share and start to examine that a little bit more here on my channel. I know that since I switched to Project Life on the app, I sort of feel a need to get my hands dirty, to sort of move a paintbrush around the page, and I still want the opportunity to use my stamps and my stencils and just the other, these supplies that are around my studio that I actually love working with and want to see them still be used. And a couple of nights ago, my husband and I were at Barnes & Noble, and I saw this cute little sketchbook here, and so I brought it home and I started prepping some pages just for the purposes of doing some journaling and doing some art journaling. And I sort of took a little bit of time to think about, what do I want this to become, and what do I want to use this for. And so one thing I really want to do is create a space where I can still use my supplies, and I can use some of my scrapbooking materials that I love. I want to be able to use some photos here and there if that is what I feel like doing that day. I want to use some older stuff. How old are these? Are they even dated? 2010, right? And just create a space for some introspection for myself and some validation for myself. And I know, it's a little bit different than one little word, and something that I don't have to plan it out. It's just, what do I feel like making that day? And so what I did in the book itself is I went ahead and prepped a couple of pages. I'm just going to work on this page today. And so what I've done is I've gessoed, and then I have actually adhered together. I think this is 3 pages that I've adhered together using Ultra Matte Gel and as the adhesive, so that is like 3 pages, and that's a pretty nice weight there. I gessoed it first, and on both sides, right, and then there's a sheet in between there, and then I took the matte gel and used it as the adhesive, and in order to keep it from getting wrinkled, I used my little spatula. Let me grab that. My little spatula here, just to go across the page, to make sure that there weren't any bubbles or whatever. It's a little bit wrinkled right there at the edge, and that's okay. Some wrinkles are okay. Now for the next one, I decided to try 5 pages in between, and I like that weight a whole lot better. This feels actually more like Bristol board. If you were in design school or art school or have taken art classes, then you're very familiar with Bristol board and what it does, the weight that it is, and so I kind of like that a little bit better. That might be actually the direction I take for the next few layouts. But anyway, in the end, I just wanted to prep a couple of pages and get started somewhere, right? And the idea is to just start somewhere. And the idea with art journaling is just start somewhere. And so I pulled a few things out. This is like the intro layout into my art journaling, and so I did a little bit of thinking about, what do I want to write about, and what do I want to process in here. And what came to me was the idea of words and me. And so just, thoughts that I have, and thoughts about myself and who I am, and I don't really know how that's going to come out on these pages or whatever, but this is one of my favorite photographs of myself right now that I'm kind of liking. So I'm going to start with that, and I chose these old alphabets. They probably aren't going to stay pink. They're probably going to end up being painted white or something like that. And then I also, in the interest of the theme of words, I picked out this old background stamp that I have. It's branded Judy Kins, sorry. And it's just composers' signatures. Yeah, and it's an older one that I bought a couple of years ago. So I hope to use that somewhere. And I also have my rose stamp from Stampin' Up. I've used this a lot. I actually used this for my husband in my wedding invitations. So that is something that always makes me happy when I see it. It also provides some opportunity for watercolor in there. So I thought it might be nice on the background. And then I have a little bit of this music note washi tape. And I also chose, this is this month's Gossamer Blue stamps, both of them. I'm probably just going to use this. It has Shine Bright, which is my one little word this year. So anything that has to do with shine is really cool to me right now. And I'm also using, this is Jen Hadfield's Everyday Collection, and I went through and sort of found these little flowers that I really like, and so I'm hoping to use those as well. So we'll see how that goes. And then just for kicks, I have this here too, Amy Tangerine's Better Together collection, and these are the rubber shapes, and I kind of like that XO, but we'll see, we'll see how that comes along. And then I also have, this is my matte gel that I used already as an adhesive, and I will be using that for the adhesive also on whatever goes on top of the page. This is a fiber paste, and I haven't actually used this yet, but I was hoping or thinking I would probably add a couple of, maybe a little bit of lace or something to this page as well. And then this is my gesso, and y'all have seen me use this before, my trusty old Liquitex. And then I have these two color shine, Primrose and Teal. So those are just happy colors to use. And then my mini mister to get the color moving on the page. Okay, and then I'll probably pull in some other things as I go along. And so I'm gonna zoom in the camera a little bit and start the process for you. you. you.